Hey, this is Jet from JechtSpencer.com, and today I'm going to be doing a book review for you. Today's book is How I Made Over $1 Million Using the Law of Attraction. The last law of attraction, how-to or self-help book you will ever need to read by E.K. Santo. Kind of a mouthful. Do I actually believe this is the last law of attraction, how-to or self-help book you will ever need to read? Probably not, but I will give the author his due diligence. He does present a good amount of value and gold nuggets within this book. And for someone who doesn't necessarily jump on the law of attraction bandwagon, just from a general self-development and self-improvement standpoint, I believe anybody that reads this book, whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, will gain some form of value from reading it. Well, having said that, what exactly is the law of attraction? The law of attraction is actually popularized and rooted in this book known as The Secret. And a big problem with The Secret is that it takes like all the magic and the unicorns and the pixie dust and the fairies and the elves. Okay, maybe not elves or unicorns or really any of that. Anyway, they kind of get away from what the core fundamental principles of what the law of attraction actually is, and it ends up becoming very convoluted. And instead, this book focuses on what the bare bone essentials are in terms of the law of attraction. So having said that, what do I give this book? I give this book 3 stars. So with that said, let's get into it. The first part of the law of attraction is desire. The problem with most people's desires is that they are not specific enough in terms of what they actually want. And then they wonder why they don't have these things actually manifest in their own reality. So for example, if you want a beautiful girlfriend, what do you want her to look like? You know, does she have long hair, short hair? What is her skin tone? What is her eye color? How does she walk? How does she move? What do you find attractive about her? What qualities does she have? Does she play an instrument? What's interesting about her? Be extremely specific. Do you want a specific house? Rather than saying, hey, I want a big house. Where do you want your big house? How much does this house cost? What color is it? Is it on a fence? Is it on a beach? Does it have a vineyard? Like, what is it about this house that you want? Be extremely specific. Then it's like, oh, I want a great job. What is a great job? Like, your example of a great job and my example of a great job could be 2 completely, totally different things. So be specific in what you want. Do you want to be an astronaut? Write it down. I want to be an astronaut. Do you want to be a physicist? Write down you want to be a physicist. Do you want to be a coach, a life coach? Say I want to be a life coach. Do you want to be an actor? Say you want to be an actor. Be extremely specific in what you want. When you're more specific, you can actually focus your intent. Focus your reticular activation system on what it is you desire, and then you know when you are actually moving towards it. Another thing you can begin doing is implementing a soft or hard cap on how long it should take you to get to that specific goal. Because if you don't have a fire on your ass behind you telling you how long you have to actually accomplish that goal, you'll end up just letting it wither and wither and wither and wither away. If your goal is to become a best-selling author, you could think, oh, you know what, I'm going to live till 90 anyway, I can write my books when I'm in my 70s or my 80s. And then the next thing you know, you're dead when you're 67 and you didn't even write one book. So first thing you need to do is think about the desire that you want. The second thing I want you to do is write it down. The third thing I want you to do is be extremely specific in what you want. Law of attraction step 2 is your relaxation. I want you to put yourself in a place where you are extremely relaxed. You can close your eyes. You can relax your shoulders. You can open your body up. You can be sitting in a chair or lying on a bed, whatever is more comfortable. You could even be going into work, just waiting, going on the way up to the escalator or elevator. Doesn't matter, but you do have to be relaxed. In order to have these things manifest in your life, you have to be able to be open to them in the first place. And the easiest way to open up your mind is to open up your body. Step 3 of the law of attraction is this, and this is actually the core of what the law of attraction actually is. And it's going to sound slightly paradoxical, but follow me here. What I need you to do is to 100% wholeheartedly believe that you have already acquired the thing that you desire. Have that hit you, how you would feel, how you would think, how you would act if you have already acquired the thing that you desire. Step 4 of the law of attraction. I want you to go even deeper. I want you to really, really think about how you would feel, how you would interact with the world, how you would walk, how you would talk, how you would carry yourself if this specific desire was created. Step 5 of the law of attraction. Put a positive statement on top of your intention. So for example, if you want a bunch of handsome men or beautiful women in your life, you could say something like, why do women always find me so naturally attractive? Or why do handsome men constantly come up to me and talk to me? And by putting this positive spin on things, your brain will begin to associate the thing that you desire with positivity. Step 6 of the law of attraction, which also happens to be the final step, is your closing statement. And this is essentially you telling the universe that this will happen. Not this is going to happen, or this might happen, or this should happen, but this will happen. Or if you're trying to embody something or become something, you would say, I am strong, I am powerful, I am courageous. Whatever it is that you're trying to manifest in your life, you need to tell the universe this is what you desire, so it can begin to cement itself into your subconscious mind. Those are the 6 steps to the laws of attraction. So I guess the real question is this: do I believe the law of attraction actually works? No. And yes. What do I mean? Let's start with the no. Do I believe if I'm driving a white Lamborghini Diablo in Sicily with, 3 Ukrainian models with me, and we're going to my mansion on a mountainside, obviously, overlooking the beach with a vineyard, and I believe that 100% wholeheartedly, and I believe I have it, and I believe I have it, and I believe I have it. Do I think it's actually going to happen in the universe and just pop into fruition? No, I don't. Kind of how like the starving child in Africa who's extremely hungry and he desires food, and then he just starts to believe. He believes that he already has the food. He's already acquired the food. The food's already there and it's plentiful and it's just wonderful and it's this giant feast. There's a good chance that that person is still going to die. And that's just the reality of the situation. The universe doesn't always just work like that. But I do believe that the law of attraction can work in certain circumstances. And what do I mean? What I do like about the law of attraction is this. If you embody that you have already accomplished something and begin to exhibit the behavioral traits of somebody that has already accomplished that thing, you are then likely to accumulate that thing in your life. It's that healthy level of entitlement and abundance and actually believing that you are where you need to be that will draw people into you. Because ultimately, perception is reality. It's kind of how like the rich get richer, they make more and more and more and more money. The successful get even successful, you know what I mean, they get better. And the same thing goes like if you're trying to date someone, you start getting good with women or you start getting good with men. It's only going to build and build and build on this upward spiral until you're growing and growing and growing until it actually becomes a reality in your life where you're making a ton of money, where you're dating multiple men or multiple women, or you have that career that you actually want. And it's all been based, reality, it's been based on a lie. The confidence wasn't even real to begin with, but it actually becomes a reality, and that confidence is then grounded in an actual real life scenario. And we're going to wrap it up here. The book also goes into physiological concepts about how you can actually be happier in your life. He goes into creative visualization as well as other exercises as well. I really only touched on the law of attraction part, but he does talk about other concepts. Once again, I really enjoyed the book. I give it 3 stars. It was average, it could have been better. And I think for anybody who does follow the law of attraction, they're really going to love this book. But for someone such as myself that just can't get myself to 100% to buy into this particular concept. I do give it 3 stars. Once again, the book is called How I Made $1 Million Using the Law of Attraction, the last law of attraction, how-to or self-help book you will ever need to read by E.K. Santo. If you enjoyed the video, please make sure to subscribe, like, and or comment. And as always, good fortune to you, my friend. And those are the 6 and those are the 6 steps of the law. And those are the 6 steps of the law of attraction.